Hey, how's it going? I'm back. Wait, I'll put this on today. Got to remember to turn the old face cam on after I forgot last time. Well, I didn't forget. I set it off last time, I guess, is the only thing I can say. Let me invite these beans and then see what happens. BO3, but BO3 lads. Lads. I got a new keyboard as well, which is good because now I can actually. Oh, we're already on the right server. Now I can actually turn left, which is very nice. I love being able to turn left. I don't know about you guys. Nose comes back. How am I supposed to see the gameplay now? You are so clever. ADAST23. The app says you're subbed, but you can't use dem emojis. You're not subbed on my screen. You're not, just to let you know. But it's time for the return of Lachinio, going up against a player who kind of emerged into the scene with a video of himself beating Lachinio way back. That's the first time I ever saw Red, was a video on his channel where he completely smashed Lachinio from here till next week. But of course that was just one ranked game. I've never seen them play a short series before. It's just going to be a best of 3. We don't want to go too crazy. Lachinio's come back on stream. It's been a while. He took that little break from competitive and took a break from 1v1 as well. But he's back. He's been looking pretty good in RLRS with his team. Epic Johnny and Justin. I do think that Red is still the favorite here though. He's come a long way in his 1v1 game. Even since that win against Lachinio, that sort of, back then it was a big deal. He's like, wow, I just beat Lachinio. That's sick. Not just beat him, I smashed him by a whole bunch of goals. And now he's smashed him from behind, has the open net, and he takes it. Red with a good start. Important that Red gets a good start, of course. He's been on stream multiple times and he never has looked as confident.
Awesome to see him back.
As we all know he can. Flow 1001, thanks for 11 months. It is awesome to see Lachinio back. He's a great player. Very fun to watch. Very smart 1v1 player as well. This is just a hard read from Lach on Red's defensive movement. See, he's already lining up that shot before he even sees if Red is coming off his line. He knows that he wants to just pop the ball in front of himself, get under it, volley it up into the air with the back end of his car. Even if Red doesn't move forward, it's going to be a tough save. Probably going to force Red to waste quite a lot of boost. Second failed side flip shot for Lachinio. He's going to have to be a little bit more sneaky with those if he's going to get it past Red, I think. Still the aggressor for the most part. Oh, just edged that boost. That was so close. Lachinio is going side to side, just stealing all the boost. What a read that was. Just to try and stop Red from getting the ball out of his half. He needs to recover really quickly though, because Red is coming, and Lachinio does recover well. That was a sick half flip challenge. Lachinio does spawn on the right side, but Red has all the boosts here. Lachinio is in trouble still. He's done well to create some space. He's got to create more though if he wants to boost. Oh, never mind. Who needs boost when you can just score? Red lets his guard down and Lachinio punishes him. Best of 3 is too short in your opinion. Best of 5 is perfect. Well, it was Lachinio who asked if it could be best of 3, so of course I will gladly oblige. So it's been a while since I saw him play. I really wanted to watch him play again in a 1 setting. See what kind of shape he's in. Because we all know Red is in pretty decent shape when he's not extremely nervous and throwing. He can take games off just about anybody on his day. Last really solid performance I saw from Lach was way back in 12 Titans Grand Final against Scrub. He's working Red left to right, gets it in. That's a great finish. Look at this blind pop by Lachinio just to put the ball back across the goal. He does like to do that, or at least he did back in the day. Clearly still does, where he just turns off ball cam and feels where he thinks the ball's going to be. Very naturally gifted player is Lachinio. Very mechanically skilled. Exceptionally fast. I think he's recently changed his camera settings a little bit. So maybe somebody in chat can confirm if he has indeed. Of course, his last on-stream performance was not the best. I think last time he played on stream was against Devo, when Devo was rampaging through just about everybody in North America before he failed to climb the mountain. Lachinio just too fast for Red there. He might have been able to stop that ball on the goal line, waste some time. and try to trigger red a little bit, but Lachinio never one to slow down in any situation, especially not when he has an open net. Oh yeah, Lachinio did play against Squishy and he got bodied as well. But Squishy was on fire that day. It took Dapper's A-game to stop him. That's fair. But of course Squishy and Dapper, two of the best in North America. I'd say Squishy, Dapper and Lethamir are by far the top three.
I love dem emojis.
Big Wanyan, thanks for the 2 months. Sorry, I nearly said 7. Because 2 looks like a 7 with a stand.
Thanks for the content. Who do you think will be the new world champions?
Flopped half flip by Latch. Notice he double jumped here. That was not intended. How did he manage to double jump? Because he was reversing. Oh. Well, he obviously meant to half flip into that ball. He was at perfect distance to do it. Just flopped it a little bit. Thanks for the resub, John1642. And I Epic Dreams as well. Welcome back. Who do I think will be the world champions? Probably Gale Force this time around. But if Method can get their LAN jitters away, play a bit like how they did in NBC 2v2, except with all 3 players present, then I'm sure they'll be a force to be reckoned with as well. Who knows how well Frontline are going to do? They're kind of the dark horse after such a good week 1 in Europe. Very interesting to see that team performing well. I'm not sure if I'm a believer just yet.
Hey, Johnny boy.
I am almost. Up to Brian, thanks for the Prime sub. Just like I said before starting the show match, I tried to change the sub sign back to the old one today, but it didn't work. So I don't know why that happened. I'll have to look into it later. I've had enough of Mia for the time being. Lachinio is ruining Red. Red is just changing team right now. He wants to do something other than watch this replay. Lachinio says my controller is broke and I'm embarrassed. Sorry, I don't know what he's embarrassed about. I've not seen anything particularly embarrassing from Lachinio, but we'll have to keep an eye out for that. He's been looking pretty good if you ask me. Continues to do so. Just refuses to back down every time he's got Red in his own box. He's just popping shots at the goal from all angles. Red is struggling to get any room to breathe. He missed an open net. Oh, okay. I wasn't looking. Oh, what a clear by Red. He didn't mean to do that, of course. And Lachinio is surely not going to miss another open net. He does get this underneath the bar. Keeps double jump. Oh, is that? Do you think the double jump was a controller issue? That could be the case. That could be the case. We'll have to... Oh, it disconnects every 30 seconds. That's weird. So as long as he can time it really, really well, not do anything incredibly risky every 30 seconds, then he'll be fine. Just play around the disconnecting controller. It worked pretty well for game 1. Red hasn't really had a good shot at it because Lachinio has been all over the shop, taking shots from all angles. Oh no, Red's just missed an open net. That's not good going into the second game. Oh, I can feel the tilt already. That's really bad for Red. One successful backwards wave dash. Game 1, Lachinio. He's looking like the Lachinio of old at times when he's not missing open nets and beating half flips. Certainly a very speedy performance against a player who can keep up with the best of them. And it is just a best of 3, of course, for anybody just tuning in. Lachinio requested best of 3, so of course I said that's totally fine. Predictions for XL, nobody's talking about them since they got pawn decks. They're looking really good in Just Beat Maka and GFin. XL will make top 6. XL will make top 6 in Europe, I think. But we will have to wait and see who they have to go through to get that. It's going to be so tough because there's certainly very good teams in the European RLCS League play this season. It's good flick by Red, or volley I should say.
Baby. Keep up the nose.
Wade 13, thanks for the baby. And welcome to the stream, hope you're having a good day. It was a really good volley by Red there. Space Lachinio off the ball. As soon as Lachinio moves in, he decides to go for the volley. Of course, if Lachinio doesn't move in, Red can just adapt it into a half volley in that same situation. Just so he doesn't go as all in with the ball. Opens himself up to, you know, backflip shot options, other things like that. Very containing. strategy. One of the reasons why it's so important to be able to hit good volleys in 1v1. Oh, Lachinio missed that boost. I don't know if Red noticed. Certainly was unable to punish him. But Red's done quite well sticking around, just forcing Lachinio to yield all of that space that he had on the ball. Can Red make it 3? This should be a 3-0 if Lachinio is out of the game, and he is way out of the game. Completely different from the first game. Red is not only getting a look at the ball, but Lachinio looks like he might be panicking a little bit already. Needs to compose himself. Still plenty time to start mounting that comeback, and he's throwing himself into so many challenges. It just isn't working. Red with another great neutralization off Lachinio's line of attack. Just staying low, forcing the ball to the side. Very well done by Red. 4-0.
Hey Johnny.
What up, Buffalo?
I just not as of late. Hope you have a nice puppy weekend and have a kitten pint on me, you been.
Oh, baby, look at this from Lachinio. Oh, the early dodge.
Hey, Johnny boy.
I think purely for positioning purposes.
Of viewers, but in
what a dunk, though.
Just me on my other
Honestly, he might have meant that. Grog12, thanks for the 3 months and for all of your alt accounts in the chat spamming. Appreciate it. Thanks for the 420, by the way, Buffalo. Hope you're having a great weekend as well, my man. I think it was mostly lucky, but Lachinio, he got rewarded for putting himself in that situation. Perhaps another controller issue there. Lachinio not getting a clean dodge into the ball like he would have wanted. He still has to be so careful. He's throwing himself into an awful lot of challenges, and Red is playing a very neutral challenge game. Not committing very far forward when he dodges. That is wide of the net. Lachinio open net miss. Gets the demo. Red being extremely careless here. Surely Lachinio won't miss this one. And he won't. Plays it very safe. And he did well. Oh, that's not very good. You've completely beamed that face, Luke F. You couldn't have done it much worse. It's got 2 teeth and boom. Instead of the bottom half or the bottom third of the face. Lachinio has to be so careful here not to get countered. He's had success in and around Red's goal, but it's only a matter of time, I think, before Red starts to get counterattacks from these positions. He'll start to figure out Lachinio's antics of popping the ball one way, popping it the other way, denying boosts on either side. Lachinio's doing quite a good job. Every time he's doing these side flips into the ball, he's boosting throughout just to keep on manipulating the ball the entire way through the challenge. Doesn't want to let off the gas at all. Still in a lot of trouble, though, in this game. Is Lachinio. Good touch, though, taking Red by surprise. Red very much expecting a clear, the way that Lach was facing, but another just extremely aggressive challenge by Lachinio. And he took quite a wide line to get there. Goes to the boost and then makes the turn straight at the challenge. Red has him in his sight the entire way. Does not have to shoot the ball through the incoming Lachinio to put it on target as well. I really want to see some more fake challenges from Lach to try to deal with Red's controlling style. Great reactionary dodge there, though. Lachinio needs to try to convert on one of these chances. He might still, even though he beamed that attack twice. First missing the ball as he attempted to play the ball fast. And then he missed it when he took it to the ground as well. But recovered phenomenally well. Look at these tight angle shots from Lachinio. Red has to be careful, and he is being careful. Credit to him. Red just looking to hide behind the ball, wait for Lachinio to dodge into him. There is the fake challenge by Lach, but Red reads it like a book. Waits his perfect moment to shoot. That's so good by Red to get lift on the ball in that situation. It was difficult to get it up into the air at all. The ball almost sticking too low to the ground. But if you do notice, the flick that Red decided to go with was a side flip flick, which is really, really smart. If the ball's falling off the front of your car and you want to guarantee that you get some height on the flick, side flip. If he did a diagonal front flip flick there, it would have dropped the ball immediately. We've seen it happen so many times, even at the highest level. Flick's certainly one of the best parts of Red's game, although he's been dominating 50-50s and getting a good read on Lachinio's movement. in this game too. Thank you, Jellybean Farm.
Uncle Dave out here to play. Top 3 rappers of all time. Jake Paul, Nick Crompton, Logan Paul, whoop whoop whoop.
Oh my goodness. Thanks for the 11 months, dude. Red is just backing off right now and letting Lachinio hit the ball aimlessly around the field. Lachinio has been first to so many balls, but he can't get a meaningful hit on target. This Red is always in the way, putting himself between Lachinio and any danger that Lachinio might be able to create. It was Michael Kieltan, XWVII. XWVII, is that a Roman numeral? If it wasn't for the W, it would be. I don't know what W is in Roman numerals at all. I know that VII is 7 and X is 10, but why is there a W in your Roman numeral name? Either way, thank you both for the prime subs, Michael and XW rather. I appreciate that, hence. We are going to go to a game 3. Oh, good shot by Lachinio. It does get rattled straight back where it came from by the post. Difficult to adjust into a ground shot after coming down from the wall like that. So well played. Lachinio wants one more. And he gets denied. So close and yet so far. You wanted one goal just to finish off the game. Start maybe a little bit of a momentum trail into game 3, but he just gets denied by the crossbar. So unfortunate. XW is clan tag from your CS days. Oh, so you're XW7. I gotcha. XW7. See, the X threw me off because that's a Roman numeral. But the W is not, of course. This is a best of 3, everybody who's just shooting in and asking. Lachinio was the one who requested it. He was double match point. Now those have been cut in half. Ace match, decider match it is. Lachinio a little bit too aggressive in the setup for the backflip dribble. And misses on the power slide control. Red is looking sharp though. Good counter attack. And we knew that this might start to happen if Red can get a good read on what Lachinio is doing. Lachinio needs to be so careful with this aggressive style in front of Red's goal. If he doesn't play it perfectly like he did in game 1, he's going to inevitably give a lot of chances to his opponent. Oh, and the speed once again was there for Lachinio, but mechanics are just lacking ever so slightly. Red has looked the better of the two players every time the game slows down. That's a cheeky boost grab by Lachinio. I'm sure he'll be fine in this wall play situation. He's got Red in sight. Doesn't need to panic. Lachinio does try to slow it down, but he doesn't get the same level of car control that Red was able to achieve when he was ball carrying into a flick for his second goal last game. Red just launching a dangerous flick. Lachinio evades him well. Goes way wide of the goal there, just to try and take it away from Red. Starts to bounce dribble off the wall. Red sees it coming though. Lachinio has done that so many times this game that Red is starting to spot it before it happens. Ceiling shot is looking good, but no dodge for Red. The dodge there would have been so dangerous for Lachinio to try and defend. He does get a cheeky little demo onto Red, accidentally. Lachinio should be scoring with this attack. He's got so much space, so much time. Lets one rip. Red just gets the touch on it. It bounces very favourably for Red as well. If that had bounced an inch or two to the right, it would have gone centre for Lachinio's open net. Again, Lachinio being so aggressive in front of Red's goal. He has to be so careful here not to concede on the counter. And he has popped it in front of his own goal. Red will punish that mistake. And Lachinio is just getting abused for overextending in front of Red's goal. Just one too many times. Or rather, two too many times this game. Is he going to be able to stop this momentum that Red is starting to build up? Ron Knock Gaming, thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Stop looking at comments for this all. I can't read the massive spam that you guys are spamming. Did Lachinio need that boost? Always the age-old question for Lachinio. He misses on the rebound. Red was not even close to saving it. I love that Lachinio had the confidence to go for the rebound. You'd expect him to be hitting those. Again, long shot. This time Red gets a touch. Takes it further away from the goal than it would have gone if he had just left it alone. Lachinio might have been able to score if he half-flip there. He does half-flip on the second time of asking, but he's stuck on the post. And Red now again, open net counter-attack. Lachinio has got no way to score in game 3. He just keeps on bashing his head against Red's defense, and his head is the one that's coming off worse. Nose caved in, starting to become internal. Good shot. Good save though as well. Red did land on the inside of the goal quite quickly. Sets himself up for more reactive defending. I like this by Red. He's asking Lachinio to come to him because right now Lachinio is not attacking as well and as accurately as we're used to seeing a player of his caliber do so. Top left is beckoning. Again Red with a flying save. Lachinio just took a little bit too long to pull the trigger. Still so much pressure for Red. Every time he's attacking, it looks like he's going to score, but what a save by Lachinio. Just keeps the ball out of danger. Good pop high, but he shouldn't be sticking around here, should Lachinio. He's got to know that Red is going to beat him to this ball with 100 boost against 0 pretty much. This is Lachinio's own wrongdoing that's put him here. He's done expertly well to come out of here with possession and also by not conceding, and there he does get rewarded finally for this consistent pressure. Red not able to save the initial shot or block the rebound. Finally Lachinio gets on the scoreboard. Almost 4 minutes into the game, and now role reversal. Lachinio with an open net counter, but can he pinch it in? He doesn't even try. It would have been a really tough one, and we've seen this before. Lachinio side to side across the goal. Red scrambling, but able to just do enough. Wave dashes to secure the boost. Lachinio has missed 2 sort of open net counters this game, and the clock is ticking away. I don't think he's going to get more than 2 chances to score. Red is playing this safe. Doesn't want to give Lachinio any chances, and Lachinio had to put up with this against Squishy in the 1v1 tournament not too long ago, and he's had to put up with it again. Doesn't know what to do, and that is maybe going to seal the game. Lachinio won't be ultimately disappointed because at least now he's got a kickoff rather than having to throw himself headlong into a challenge in front of Red's goal. But barring a kickoff goal, I don't think this is going to happen for Lach, and he has given up ball pressure again. Red can do whatever he wants, run down the clock or take a shot. Pick your favorite. He does a bit of both against the exit demo, completely blind. That is game. Red 2-1 over Lachinio. Looks like he was able to adapt to Lachinio's constant aggression. He just stood in Lachinio's way and let Lachinio's speed and momentum bounce the ball off himself and then back into his into the direction he wants it to be going. So well played, Red. Manipulating 50-50s in his favor several occasions throughout that series. And that's it for Lachinio versus Red. Good to see Lachinio back on the stream though. It's been a while, and I do love watching him play. Very exciting player, very fast player. He wasn't shooting as well as we usually expect to see from him beyond game 1, but he did do still quite well against a player who's been playing a lot of 1v1 this season. Very GG's indeed. Lachinio was once the best 1v1 player. I don't know if he was ever the best, but he was definitely up there. I can't think of a time in Rocket League's history where Lachinio would have been the best 1v1 player. I was going to say thanks for playing to Red, but he left. But Lachinio, certainly at times, you could make a really strong argument for him being a top 5 player. Probably after 12 Titans was his best performance, where he got to the final, beating Kurnovi, Squishy, and Dapper on the way, before losing to the eventual victor Scrubkill. Well, it was the final, of course, so losing in the final is usually against the winner.